system.
You know, we
Hello, friends. How we doing tonight? Welcome to Big Bearded Nerd. It is the second episode. Well, I guess it's the third episode, but our second episode was on the was on Thread Raiders. So, thank you for joining us tonight. We are gonna play some Mechspendables. So, I want to let everybody introduce themselves real quick. Let's start over here with Carrie, and we'll just go around the horn. So.
Am I introducing Carrie or am I introducing my
Just yourself for right now.
Okay, I'm Carrie, and I play with Dwight a lot, and I also play on Mini Terrain Domain a lot, and obviously now on Big Bearded Nerd. I have another stream we do as well, and we're actually doing one later on in November. I work on a channel called Dice Tales. That is my shirt. And we also do a monthly Twitch stream of some Pathfinder that we play. So that's always a fun time if you want to go over to that. It is Dice Tales Live is the name of our channel. So I am very happy to be here and excited and nervous and yay.
Awesome. Let's go down to Mason.
I'm Mason, and I've been watching D&D and playing D&D for most of my life. And Big Bearded Nerd had suggested that he needed people, so I hopped on the event.
Awesome. Well, welcome to both of you. This is their Carrie and Mason's first time on the channel. It's only my second show, but whatever.
Pop the champagne.
Right? So, but yeah, and we'll go over to go down to Karen. So.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen. I have a channel called Myth and Gears. However, it's not on Twitch. It's just on YouTube. I'm not
Yet.
I'm super excited for this game. I love Mecha Hack. And over on my channel, we do actually some Mecha Hack as well, but we also do Harbinger, which is really cool. So.
I love Harbinger. I'm hoping to get it on here before too long, but baby steps.
Baby steps.
Right. So, and to Jay.
Hello everyone, it's Jay. Some of you may know me as Neofed3 on the socials. I've been around a little bit here and there. More recently, it just kind of started. I've met Dwight and some of the other people here on the first, and just started into that gaming. I do have a channel called Emporium for the Wayward Gamer, and also I've been playing Wednesday nights on Scryer Vision, which is, we kind of moved over from Emporium to Scryer Vision's own channel. So we do a little D&D there. I also am a Star Wars GM, which might be coming up in the very soon.
That's a good segue, because we're going to talk about what's coming up on Big Bearded Nerd here in the very near future. So yeah, this is the Mechspendables is our launch show. This is the first live play show that we did on Big Bearded Nerd. I have my Tuesday night mini painting show that I do as well. But we're adding a couple of new live play shows in the month of December. On December 6th, Jay is going to be running Star Wars Shadowport Adventures. It's going to work very similar to what we're doing with Mechspendables. It is a series of one-shots that takes place in the same overall universe/story, where we'll have different people every month playing in those games. And then on December 12th, my buddy Ricky, who plays in our Monday night game over on Mini Terrain Domain from All That Glitters, Ricky is going to be running, we're still working on the title of the series, but he's going to be running Call of Cthulhu and Delta Green one-shots. Starting December 12th. So hang out, come hang out, keep an eye on the on my Twitter, hit the subscribe button here, hit that bell for notifications so you know when we go live. One of the things that we are really looking to do here on Big Bearded Nerd, we are a member of the Mini Terrain Domain family of channels. We're the only other channel in the Mini Terrain Domain family of channels. But Jake runs D&D on Mini Terrain Domain, and that's primarily what we're going to do on that channel. And Big Bearded Nerd is where we're going to run all the other stuff. So if you like to see other TTRPG systems, then come hang out here, because that's what we're going to play. We're playing tonight the Mecha Hack from Matt Click over at Absolute Tabletop. Make sure that if you haven't already, you check out their Kickstarter. I don't know if anybody can throw that link in the chat for me real quick, because there is a Kickstarter. Yeah, Karen's holding up the book here. I have my my copy coming up here pretty soon. But we have Absolute Tabletop is started a Kickstarter on Monday for the mission manual, and some of the rules from that might creep into tonight's game. But those guys over at Absolute Tabletop write some amazing modules, and you should absolutely go check them out. Back that Kickstarter. They're already funded and into the stretch goals, and we are super excited to see what they have in store for us. So we're going to kick off tonight with some Mecha Hack, and we hope you like what you see. So we will go ahead and get started. 7 years have passed since the Shalgari ended the Kaiju Wars. Over 2 decades of fighting left millions dead. Cities turned to rubble and the old government splintered. State military forces fronted by elite mechs and their pilots have mostly disbanded, leaving their members to find work in private security or as mercenaries. Following the end of the Kaiju War, some of the best from the Shalgari ranks banded together to form a mercenary corps. Now they fight for money, they fight for pride, they fight for justice, or they fight for fun. They are the Mechspendables.
Amazing.
You feel just the slightest bit of gravity pulling against you as you sit in your cockpits. You're in the loading bay of a massive transport ship as you can feel thrusters fire, and you hear in your comms, "Prepare to disembark." And you feel a vibration in the floor underneath you as the cargo bay door in front of you opens up. And as you look out, you see the black sky. And as the door opens slower to the further and further down, you see the gray dust of the lunar landscape in front of you. And as you step to the edge, you see off in the distance the blue and white orb of Earth hanging just above the horizon. Off to your right, you see the black line across the horizon where sunlight no longer hits the lunar surface, as your drop zone is right on the edge of the dark side of the moon. As you step off of the lander, why don't you each describe to me your mech and your pilot, and how you take up position off the lander.
All right, so I guess I'll start it off. So, call sign Wildcard is a sleek mech. He's a scout mech. He's mainly, infiltration, very, very sleek. He's got some unusual additions onto his arms, his back. They're different color, but it's very dark black, almost kind of a dark gray looking color to his palette. Little red and green here once in a while, but some interesting. There's a few painted marks on these things on his arms that say, "It's coming, and you're gonna get some." And then as he's standing there, like I said, he's a scout, so he stands, looks over at everyone, and he says, "Race you down there," and just basically turns around and backwards leaps and just falls off, turns around and does the Captain America down, and then just lands.
Excellent. Who's next?
I actually think I would probably go next upon the challenge of race you down there. My call sign is Gladiator Fathom. My armor is very, very minimal. It's a very sleek build. Mainly everywhere there's this sort of very dark, almost what do I want to say? Kind of oily, almost looking blue. With a few accents on the shoulders, the hands, and the boots of bright red. And on a couple different spots, you see on the armor kind of just scratched in the word "ha" just over again, ha, 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 several different times in several different places. And upon, again, the challenge of race you down there, Gladiator goes, Last one down's a rotten egg, and hops out in almost a swan dive fashion, and only at the very last second kind of tilts her boots downward and down onto the surface.
All right. Who's next?
Next you would notice this big behemoth of a mech. It's solid black except for on the chest. On the chest there's this purple and red flower. It looks like a lotus flower. Because the mech's name is actually in honor of the pilot's sister. This is Blood Lotus. And you'd notice that he just casually walks down. He doesn't care about these young people's race. He lets them race. And takes a position in front of them when he eventually walks down.
I was strolling just behind him is Eon Storm. In a mech that's probably seen better days. It's got dinged, but it's well kept up. Paint-wise, it's kind of a mottled black, dark blue, purple. It's hard to grasp it. And when you actually just see it against the backdrop of the space sky behind us, it almost disappears because it is mimic a storm, an ion storm, in fact. So she looks very space-like on this planet, which is on the moon, which is so very cool. And as she's strolling down, following Blood Lotus and just taking her time, she returned to Blood Lotus and say over the comms, "Them young whippersnappers always got too much energy and have to show off. I never understand this. Someday that'll change, I'm sure."
So as you exit the lander, you can feel the vibration as the thrusters re-engage and it lifts off. You hear in your comms, "Happy hunting, shoot straight," and the lander flies off over the horizon. As it leaves, your HUDs pop to life, and you see kind of this yellow square kind of form around a spot off in the distance, and the HUD brings up the mission briefing, and you see the details that you're all well informed of at this point, but you're aware that you've been hired by Lunar Eclipse Mining. Something has happened, and their mine they've lost control of their mining operation. It's a robotic mining operation, minimal crew, and they don't know what's happened. They just had some recordings of what sounded like some sort of violent confrontation, and they've lost all contact with the mine. Mine is on the dark side of the moon, just a few clicks from where you landed. You've landed just outside of sensor range to make sure that you have a quiet approach to the base. It's going to take you a little bit of time to approach your waypoint. So I want each of you to just kind of tell me what the next half hour or so entails, what you see, and you know what happens as you approach this waypoint. It's over a ridge, so you'll walk for, like I said, about half an hour or so before you get there.
I'm probably just kind of needling wild card about racing somewhere again, and who really won the race down to the surface of the moon, because it was close. It was close.
Close. It's only in blaster fire and hand grenades. It's fine. And as you're hitting me, suddenly I just turn invisible because I cloak.
Damn it. God, that's weird.
And then all you hear is, "E-Storm, the other Golden Girls are going to be jealous that we're on the moon. He was talking about being on the moon, but those guys, they're, you know what? So we got some good. I like this cross company excursions. This is going to be pretty good. Gladiator, I'm glad you're here.
Thanks, man. I'm over the moon.
Ah!
And as people laugh, I scratch 3 more HODs into my arm.
And then just kind of, I'll probably be just slightly in front of everyone since taking a scouting position, and just kind of let them know the coordinates and stuff like that, and that's just kind of making the slow line up there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just so
I kind of-
everybody knows, I got a drone in case you think we could use it.
And I kind of imagine that Eon Storm is kind of maybe in like the middle, while the other 3 are to the side. So like Wildcard would be taking point, and Blood Lotus and Gladiator would be on the other sides, because she wants to keep all of them within close distance to her at this moment in case something happens and we need to reroute power or something.
Or
Or something.
We don't know what we're gonna see.
That's the name
Didn't
of the
sound
next
right.
one shot. Or something.
Mhm.
Or something.
All right. Anybody else have anything?
As we get close, you'd notice that Blood Lotus stops for probably 5 seconds. And if you actually look inside the cockpit, you would notice that Doom has pulled out this picture. It's a picture of his sister. He puts it back onto the cockpit and then continues moving with one single tear on his eye.
All right. So, Wildcard, I need you to roll systems for me.
Oh, let's see if this is going to work. Oh, not too bad. All right, so 20-sided die. Let's see. I need to roll under 13. A 2.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So for those watching, this is a roll. Hack is a roll under mechanic. So everybody has stats. They have to roll under that number for a success. And there's 4 main categories. There's power for attacks, mobility for dodging and movement, systems for systems checks, and presence for leadership and general, interactive type actions. Have to roll under the number for a success. That is a success for Wildcard. You notice as you get within about a kilometer of where the destination is clicked off on your HUD, you start seeing these orange indicators popping up. First 1, then 2, 3, 4. Eventually, it settles on a total of 6, and they look to be moving just over this ledge in front of you. And they look to be between you and the back entrance to this mining operation that is your target.
So Wildcard's first reaction is to put up his hand and do this, at which point he realizes he's cloaked. And he's like,
I keep walking and I walk into him because he's
That's
just dead stop.
stop, contact. 6 contacts over the ridge.
Same contact.
6 contacts over the ridge.
How far away? Like, can we see them yet, or
You
just
can
on?
at this point. You're probably about 300-400 meters from the rise, the edge of the rise. So you're still distant plus as far as distances goes, and you know that there's another 500 to 700 meters on the other side of this ridge. But you're picking up, and Wildcard, you're picking up. They look to be electronic in nature. This isn't. It's some sort of machinery. You're not quite close enough to, and with the rock in front of you, you can't get a totally good read on it. So
she's like, not sure what kind. They're electronic. Don't know if they're mechs or how big or what. But yeah, they're just over the ridge, a few hundred feet. Are we gonna do we take the high ground situation here, or are we just gonna, just take a look?
Well, can you get any specs on them at all?
Hold on, I got a scouting drone. Would that help?
As you say that you have a scouting drone, I'm going to turn to you and say, Gladiator, use your scouting drone. And I'm going to use my
Tell me what to do.
pilot.
You're not my real dad.
which allows you to immediately take a move or attack action that doesn't count against you. Action.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna deploy a scouting drone.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 minute and is automatically destroyed if I'm attacked. I can perceive through it for the duration and use move actions to move it on my turn.
All right. So you are, this drone takes off and it flies over the ridge, and it flies quite a ways above. I need you to go ahead and roll. Let's do a mobility check for this. This you're rolling for your drone, but it'll still be your.
Yep. Oh God. I failed.
Okay, so and then I need you to roll systems for me as well.
Okay. That I succeeded.
Okay, so as the drone goes over the edge of the rock face, it picks up these six targets, and it is able to quickly identify them as the robot drones that work at the mine. They are kind of a lightweight. They're labor bots basically, kind of a lightweight electronic robot that drilling and mining operations. They look like they're almost like they're at a patrolling pattern, and one of them notices the drone, and you see this shoulder light, or this light on its shoulder ignite, and this beam of light shoots out at your drone, and it does take damage. It takes 1 point of damage. I don't know, but I think that is, based on what you said, that is enough for it to kill it. So
I think it just goes.
Yeah. So.
Well, damn it.
But you are able to. All four of you that information is now relayed to all of your HUDs. So the indicators have gone from orange to red. These are now identified as threats. You know that these are labor bots. They are somewhat heavily armored, and do have these welding mining beams on their shoulders. They still don't see you. It looks like their movement patterns don't really change once the drone is shot. They look to be patrolling. So.
Are they?
I kind of look around and I crack my non-existent knuckles and I'm like, so are we gonna fight?
Of course.
Are they being controlled or manually, or do you think they're remote?
It seemed like they were remote, but I couldn't tell you. They blew up my drone.
So based off of the information you got in your briefing, you know that these are used by the mining corporation. They are programmable. They're not manually controlled. Or they can be, but they're usually they're programmed for certain operations. So it definitely, though, you're relatively certain they've been reprogrammed for some sort of defensive posture.
Somebody's reprogrammed them. This is not good.
No. Hey, in our contract for this, do we have to pay for collateral damage? I don't want to bail.
You get this flash of text on your HUD, and it's a reminder of what you were told in your briefing, and it's in all caps with a couple of exclamation points. By any means necessary.
Perfect.
It's like the Apple terms of usage agreement. Do you agree? Well, of course.
So, I would turn to everyone and say, well, if we're about to go to war, you guys might want to stay near me.
I look at the much larger mech and I go, yep, can do. And I pull out my submachine gun.
And you just kind of hear over, well, I'm going to incapacitate some of them. So I think it's time for the stinky cloud.
Getting right to it this week. All right. I like it.
Well, at least you warned us ahead of time this time.
What's the stinky cloud?
It's the stinky circle cloud of death. This is good. Oh yeah, you haven't seen this one yet. All right. When I get in there and I capacitate 2 of them, then you guys can take those 2 out, and we'll be good. You're gonna love this one. All right.
Just make sure you're not too close to him.
Okay.
Not called Stinky Cloud for nothing.
You know what? I should have told you. So this morning, for mission prep, I added a little paprika and a little habanero pepper to the system.
I start making my way down the ridge.
So, as you get to you see that there are 6 of these robots that are kind of spread out. There's one as you get to the edge of the ridge. There's one that would be at far distance from you. It's that's the closest one. There's 2 others that are, 3 others that would be at a distant distance from you. And they're kind of spread out. So the one that's closest to you is kind of right in front of you, Gladiator, as you come across the ridge. There's another one right behind it, and then 2 others off to the sides, but they're all kind of pointed off in different directions. And there's 3 more that are even further off in the distance, closer. As you come across the ridge, you can see the entrance to this mine, and it's this massive, like blast door type thing carved into the side of a rocky outcropping. You see a lot of tracks and stuff. Looks like there's been something. It's a heavy machinery entrance on the back of this.
I definitely want to
facility,
shoot
so.
the one closest to me.
Okay, so if we're going to start shooting, I need everybody to go ahead and roll mobility for me. The way this works, this is our initiative roll. If you pass your mobility roll, you go before the bad guys. If you fail, you go after the bad guys.
Easy.
Can we use system as?
I'm sorry, yeah, it's mobility or system, and you have to say what you are going to roll before you roll.
I'm totally using system.
Mm-hmm.
Wildcard always uses mobility, and there's no critical success. It's either success or failure, correct?
Correct. Success or failure.
I succeeded.
Success, mobility.
Did anybody fail? All right. So then
Nice.
basically you have 3 that are at far distance from you right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry. 1 that is at far, 3 that are at distant, and 3 that are completely out of range at this point. So
Okay.
what I would like you to do is just between the 4 of you, you can decide who goes when and take your turn.
So
If I don't move, I can have advantage on a single attack.
Okay.
So there's that.
So-
That is my superpower.
I think I'd like to go first because, kind of pro at this. Gladiator, I've got confidence
I
in
would
you.
concede to Storm.
I've
for
got
sure.
confidence in you. You've got this shot. And meanwhile, I'm typing in my little console there. You can't see that, but all of a sudden your HUD gets a little bit brighter or more accurate, or however you wanted to describe it. But I have given you a D6 that you can use to roll, and you can either subtract that result from your attack roll or from a test made to avoid damage. So you can use it once.
Do I have to decide which one before I
No,
roll?
no, like you can roll
can
your
just-
dice and then you say, "Oh, I'm
And
going
then
to use
decide I
this."
want to use it now.
Yeah, and then I
Sweet.
have to roll my reactor die for that, and I am fine. And then I am going to. That was a use action, so then I will move a range closer, getting out my scout
Okay.
gun.
So that would move you to near distance to the closest one.
Yes.
Okay.
When I see Eon Storm move forward, I'm gonna just lumber forward. And then I'm going to activate barricade mode, which basically makes me into this giant, even bigger form because wings on my back pop out into the shape of a flower. So anyone who's near me has cover, and I can't move.
And I can't.
That's perfect. You're beside me. Do you have to roll your reactor die for that?
I was about to say I have to roll my reactor die.
Okay, so instead, while you are setting this up, it's like Eon Storm already knows what you're going to do. She's like read your mech, and meanwhile she's already programmed, and she is shunting the power into her reactor. So she will roll her reactor die for you instead, and we are fine.
Nice.
Uh,
right. Yeah, you can go, and then I will be the
no,
king of
actually,
the-
you go because Wild's the last
Oh.
one. He's kind of all he's gonna do is really move.
All right, then. So can I attack when an enemy is in the far range?
Yes.
Can I just,
With
okay, so-
with ranged you can, yes.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and, as a use action, I'm gonna load explosive rounds, and then I am gonna try to attack him. So what do I?
You
I
roll power?
right?
Yep.
Okay, come on. Dang it. So I got above, but I'm gonna use Eon Storm's 1d6 and see if this. Oh gosh, come on now, baby. Dang it. It wasn't enough. I missed.
So these explosive rounds just go flying over the heads of all of these
Like
these
fireworks.
bots, kind of land into the sides and explode around this blast door in the background.
Dang it. Oh well. And that's the end, right?
Yep, that would be your turn. So
Wildcard cloaked is gonna move into a position getting closer to them, kind of from a flanking position, and looking at how they're potentially walking, I want to see if I want to target any two of them that are going to be getting close together as they start moving towards the group to fire. And I want to target those that next round I want to land at close range with those guys.
okay, so I think you the one that's right in front of your group and the one that's right behind them landing. I think from what you're saying, if you landed in between them, that would kind of put you right in the middle
Okay.
of the four closest to you.
So I'm just
So-
going to do movement this round to get into
Yep.
position so that next round I can potentially go first and then wipe them out.
Yep. Okay.
Hey Dwight, I
Yeah.
have one quick, and feel free to be a stickler.
Uh huh.
I forgot to use my sniper ability, which allows me to roll at advantage for one attack per round.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Can I please? Oh my god.
Yeah, we're all learning here. So.
Thanks, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, well, that's a success.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. And I'll just consider the thing from Karen burned, because that can be my penalty for being stupid. So
I'll allow it.
thanks. So that's gonna be 1d8 of hit die, right? Is that for
Mhm.
damage die? Okay.
Correct.
That's 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Yay!
So as these rounds sink into the side of this bot, and they just explode, and you see pieces of armor just flying off of this thing, all 6 of them turn to the 4 of you. They were all kind of pointed in different directions. All 6 of them turn, laser focused on the 4 of you. You see their eyes light up red. They weren't didn't have any color to them at all at first. And now they're just glowing red. You can see the red reflecting off of like the top part of their eyes, and you can hear. It's almost like it's somehow tapped into your comms as well. You're not quite sure how, but you hear targets acquired, and you can you see these shoulder-mounted beams light up on all 6 of them. The 3 that are closest are in range to fire. They all start moving in your direction, so they've all moved 1 level closer to you, and they all are going to fire at you, and they're going to fire at 1 each at Gladiator, Blood Lotus, and Eon Storm, since Wildcard is invisible currently. So I need each of you to
Eon
roll.
and me both have cover, whatever that does in this.
So that, I believe what that's going to do is it reduces damage, but let me double check.
It
And
gives us Advantage
on.
mobility.
Yep, there you go. Yep.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Yeah.
This
And
might
its
be like the
mobility to
most
upgrade.
perfect team.
Mhm.
This might be an unbeatable freaking monolith.
See, this is why I'm going to be instituting hard rules next month. My last game when we played, everybody rolled just stupid good. Like everybody had stats that were like 17, 19. So they couldn't miss their rolls. So yeah, I was just like
Enjoy it while
I
you
was
can,
just
losers.
pulling stuff out of my backside trying to keep the game going because they weren't missing anything. All right. So did anybody fail
Wait,
a
we're rolling mobility, right?
mobility?
I failed.
Okay. So
But I am choosing to use my reflective shielding ability.
okay.
So how much damage, you just go right ahead. Bud.
So what does that do?
So it's when dealt damage, which I assume will happen.
Uh-huh.
I can choose to deal 1d6 to that enemy, but then I have to roll a reactor die.
Okay.
Except that I'll be rolling your reactor die.
God
Great.
bless Eon Storm. Yeah, thank you very much.
How close is
We
Gladiator?
love Eon Storm.
We all love Eon Storm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Gladiator's one. I mean, it's only one. Because the two of you moved, right?
Yeah.
Moved closer. Okay. So
Okay,
yeah.
so she's not in range for me to block the damage.
So yes.
I got a
6.
6
Ouch.
on my
Okay.
1d6.
So you do take 4 points of damage as this welding laser sinks into your side. But tell me what it looks like when this first bot is destroyed.
So basically, as the laser hits me, there's this moment where Gladiator looks down and sees it, and then looks back up at the thing, and then just this just kind of almost laughs, and then just goes with her submachine gun and just destroys this thing and scratches one more in her armor.
All right. So let's see here. So okay, that is their turn. So we are back up to the first round. Everything has moved. The three that were the furthest away, they just move. They're all, so they are now far from everybody. And the other ones are right where they started, except for the one that's now dead. So, go ahead and tell me what you'd like to do for this turn.
May I?
You may.
At this point, Wildcard runs and just kind of slides right in the middle of two of them, kind of looking back and forth, kind of sets his arms, and suddenly these like vents open up on his back and the back and his legs just and suddenly this static cloud of green and purple and electricity, like bluish electricity, kind of just billows out over and incorporates two of them, because if it's close range, at which point this is a static cloud, but with a special property I've added to it. As an action, and I need to roll my test mobility for this to happen, which I succeeded. If you succeed, each person of these two take that close range up to 2 will take damage from my attack. Now, since I was hidden, I do have the ambush, at which point I have advantage on my attack, and I get to roll an additional 1d6 points of damage. But I'm actually going to do this recklessly.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's recklessly, and I succeeded on my attack, I roll an additional damage die. So that's going to be 2d4 plus 1d6. And I do need to roll a reactor die for this.
Okay.
To make sure that everything happens. I rolled a 6, so I succeeded.
God.
But because I'm going to arc this, I'm going to roll my reactor die again.
Good lord.
At which point I rolled an 8, and now they, at the end of this damage, if they're not destroyed, they lose their next turn.
Okay.
For any of you sports fans, that's like watching Ed Hockley make a call. Anybody? Okay. Thank you, Dwight.
Unfortunately, it's only 3 points of damage because I rolled minimum damage.
Wow.
All of that.
Minimum
it's
damage.
Like,
all of that just
three.
for minimum. But I am cloaked. Or
God
excuse me, I'm
bless.
Mhm.
It was very impressive.
Yes, I'm hidden. And they only took 3 points of damage, but the two guys that took 3 points of damage each cannot. They lose their action.
Does it target everybody, all of them in a certain range, or just
It's
two? Just two.
Two within
Okay.
close range.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So two
So
are incapacitated.
Two are incapacitated. Right. So.
And I am hidden in my cloud.
Okay.
Nice. Like,
Who's next? Who's gonna try and follow that?
I was gonna say that's a tough act to follow.
I think okay, so yeah, so Gladiator's still closer near to me. So again,
Gladiator is stunned by this frickin'
Yeah.
display.
she's and you're shooting just like Mr. Gigolo last episode. So here,
I
let me
don't know
fix
who
your-
that is.
Trust me, you want to stay away. So let me fix your targeting array. And I'm giving you another reinforcement die, D6, that you can use.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that was a use action. And as my attack action, 'cause I believe that's different, I am going to shoot my scatter gun from around the cover. I'm going to move so I can shoot it around the cover and shoot something that is still left and not disabled.
Okay.
Are they at far or
So
distant?
there is you have one that is in range that is not that is within near range that is
That is
not
near?
disabled. Yes.
Okay, I will shoot that thing.
Okay.
I will try to shoot.
I will shoot that guy.
I'm not very good at the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rolled 10 on the die, which would normally win, except this is a heavy weapon, so that's 12. So it's a fail.
All right.
Dang.
So I just.
So
Hopefully you can shoot better than I can, Gladiator. I'm trusting you.
I wink my mecky eye.
I'm gonna reach my one hand back towards Gladiator, and you now have flowers floating around you. You have a shield.
And shield. Great. It's a shield?
Yeah, it's.
That's
I have to roll my reactor die, but the target at any point can choose to roll a d4 to reduce damage once before the start of my next turn.
I am rolling that reactor die for you,
Thank you.
thank you.
and we are fine.
Okay. And then I'm going to look to Eon and say, want to try that shot again? I'm using my pilot ability to allow you to take a free action.
Don't mind if I do. Yes. So that's a 6, which is under my 11. So it's a hit.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
I do. What's my damage die? D6. Okay. D6 plus 2. 5. Woohoo! 5 points.
All right, damage.
Heck yeah.
And what are you shooting it with?
I'm a scatter gun, so it's
Okay.
just regular.
So you notice that as this is the rounds from the scatter gun lay into this bot, some of it's deflected. It looks like it's got some heavy plating. So not all of it got through.
Dang it. Okay. I
Those
want to
are
shoot this.
armored.
I'm gonna
Take
shoot
him
this
out,
guy.
Gladiator.
Is he in the near? So I can still shoot him if he's in the near range, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Near and far, like Grover. Basically, you have Grover range on your weapons, your ranged weapons. So.
Sounds good. All right, I'm gonna try to attack him. That's a success, just barely. Can we say that I loaded explosive rounds? I would like to do that.
Yes. Yep.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And that does something special.
I'm sorry. And which one are you aiming at? The one that Eon aimed at,
The one
or
that Eon almost took
okay?
out. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And Oh boy. So I get my normal D8 plus an additional D6 of explosive rounds. So
Wow.
that's 7 points of damage.
All right. So this one's just, you see the rounds sink into this thing, and one of them actually goes through its chest plate before it explodes, and you just see this kind of as the center of it just explodes, and it just kind of.
I know it's about to like go, but it's still like almost like conscious, and I just kind of point to one of the haws on my forearm, and that's it.
All right. That was all 4 of you, correct? All right. So the other 2 are able to move. Actually, the 2 that are furthest away, they just stay where they are. They are now within range to fire. All 4 of the remaining bots light up their weapons and fire at you. So yeah, they're gonna take one. And you are Wildcard. You are hidden still, correct?
I'm hidden, but 2 of them cannot take any actions that.
Oh, that's right. 2 of them. Okay, so 2 of
They're
them.
in the fart cloud.
That's right. So let's see here. So again, Gladiator and Eon, I need both of you to make mobility rolls for me.
Oh no. Oh,
And you still have the barricade up, right? Perfect.
mobility. Oh God, no. Mother.
You have a D6. You can use that.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Oh.
Forget the
Best
shield.
case scenario, it's still not enough. I am enveloped by the fart.
All right.
You still got a shield.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Now hold on. So I have a how much of a
D4.
shield? D4.
It's a D4. When you get attacked, you roll a D4 to reduce.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Oh my God, this is 1 in a million. I could do the math, but I'm not feeling it. So, okay, I'm gonna take both the 1d6.
It's when you take damage.
Oh, it's
It would
when I
be-
take
Yeah,
damage. Never
it
mind.
takes your damage away. Yep.
It's just gonna happen this way, and that's fine.
So you do take this laser round sinks into your shoulder, and it does 3 points of damage.
Roll a D4.
So then you roll your
gonna.
d4.
3.
All right, so it just completely deflects. You see like this blue light lights up in front of you as this white hot laser hits, and it just kind of like burns in this hot spot right in front of you and dissipates without getting through.
And I look over at Blood Lotus, and I just give like a more stoic than you're used to from Gladiator, and just like a nod.
Okay.
Thanks, bud.
And Eon, you succeeded yours?
I did succeed, yes.
Okay. All right. We are back up top then.
Okay.
Go for
I'm
it.
going to concede to the more senior members of our party.
All right. I'll do. Did you use the reinforced die?
I did not. I still
Okay,
have that in the pocket.
So you still
Thank
have that
you.
in the pocket, yeah. And wild card is wild. I can't see wild card. I can see him on the hub. How far away is he within near range of myself at this moment?
I think I'm further than that, aren't I? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So. I am going to then. So we have how many left? There's 2 that are.
There's a total of 4 right now. 2 of them are incapacitated until next round.
I think at this point, okay, I'm not going to go first. I'll let one of you guys go first.
I'm ready to shoot. I can shoot.
Do that.
Or do we have any in the far range right now?
Nope, everything is near. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Take that back. 2 of them are at far. 2 of them, the 2 that are incapacitated, are at near.
2 incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, like, this is a stupid question. Incapacitated means they're not attacking anymore, right?
Until their next turn, correct? Yeah, they're just it's just 1 round. Yep.
Okay, well then, I'm gonna attack one of the ones that's near, please. Here we go. And that is a success. I've loaded explosive rounds, as per usual. And that means that that's 5 points of damage on whatever one looks most ouchied.
Okay. None of these have taken damage yet. So
Okay,
of those. So.
Random bot number 1.
All right. And how much was
Okay.
that again?
5 points of damage.
Okay. And again, some of this you see deflects off,
Yep.
but a good bit of it gets through. So okay.
Aha!
Gladiator, are you still a row behind us? You haven't moved yet, right?
I have not moved.
Well, I can give you a free move.
Hooray! Ooh.
So,
Now,
gonna
okay.
Shout
Hold
out
on.
to
What? Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
Gladiator. Come forward so that they can't shoot you as easily.
Now, Dwight, I have a question. If I do that, it's so my sniper ability says that I can take an advantage. This isn't going to count if I don't take a move.
You can also
So-
use it to attack if you want to.
Okay. Does
Works
this so I could take an extra attack on my round? I look over at you and I say, "I'm fine." But I will accept that extra attack. Thank you so much. I imagine you like roll your eyes and just do your little poof anyway.
It's just a speech.
It's a lecture is what it is. You know? Tell you what, in my day, we had respect for our elders.
So you can take that move or that action now, or you can
I
take
can-
it. Yep, it's part of this turn. Yep.
Heck yeah, I want to do it right now. That's a success on that attack.
Okay.
Can I use the explosive rounds bonus again? Oh, it's a
Nope, because it's a single.
attack.
Yep.
Never mind, I just read that. Still 4 points of damage.
All right.
I will go after the same one I just hit.
And you again, you see this round just sink into it. It just kind of it hits in its shoulder. The arm just kind of dislocates, and the round just sinks right into its core. And you can see its eyes just kind of go bright for a second, and then are out, and it collapses to the ground. So,
Yes.
all right. So there's only 3 standing now.
Amazing.
And it's still my turn.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not my action.
Do it. Kill him.
Nope, I'm going to reach my hand out and give you another shield
God bless.
to protect you. But I need to roll my reactor
This is
die.
the way.
Mhm.
However, you're not, because I am.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm right there with you,
Mhm.
programming your your back. No, I got a 9 on my dice, so we're fine.
We
Okay.
are the
For-
friendliest bunch. It's like, no. Please allow me.
Dwight,
I got one job.
Yeah.
Let me do it.
for game mechanics, since she took a second shot in the same round, does she
Yep.
have
Oh, yes, that is a good point. So yes, Carrie, you
So-
do need to roll your reactor dice since you attacked twice.
I apologize. Yes.
No,
you're right.
but-
No,
What?
because the attack was on Mason's turn.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's Mason's
So
ability.
it doesn't
Yep.
count?
It doesn't count against you.
We're
says-
learning how to play.
Right.
It does not count as your action. So
Okay. If you don't mind, Wildcard would like to take the next one out,
Yeah.
or at least try.
So you have the 2 that are incapacitated, and then one that is from you. It's at near range, but has not taken any damage yet.
Okay,
that
so
you've
the
seen.
one that was so Guardian took out the one that was one of them that was far.
Correct.
Okay,
Mhm.
so the one that's near me, I'm hidden. Suddenly, the sword comes out of his arm, forearm, and
Mhm.
just it gets decapitation time. So I have to roll up power or mobility.
It is power. All attacks are power, unless unless it says something different.
Ooh, okay, that went bad. It appears that the paprika is sizzling the sensors a little bit, and I kind of missed that. I was anticipating him that. Can you, and within this, you could take multiple attacks, but you have to roll your reactor.
Roll your reactor. Correct. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to roll my reactor because I really want to take one of these guys out. And I rolled a 1. So that's going to reduce my reactor down to 6. because I haven't actually ate. So now I can still make the attack, can't I?
Correct. Yep.
All right. So,
As long as you're not disabled, as long as you're not
Okay.
overheated, which you're not. So.
So that is a success.
Okay.
So, and it will be reckless, and it will be from ambush since I'm hidden.
Okay.
And invisible. So that my dice hate me.
Trade it.
That was-
Nice jail.
I did. I changed dice.
Oh no, this is the second string
This is
already.
the second string. Minimum damage out of a 3d6, only 3 points of damage.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
All right.
Wild card. You look like you need some help up there.
I do. And then at
I
time-
do.
I do. At this time, I'm going to use my movement action and charge the guy that's far away.
So you attacked twice though, so that's your two
that's right.
actions. Yep.
Okay, never
So-
mind then. So
Yep.
I'm sitting there, just only scratching the back of the one guy.
I love it.
Okay.
So, Eon sees poor wild card not doing so good. So I'm going to move within, well, one movement. So that would put me, now I'd be near him.
Mm-hmm.
So that next time I can maybe help you with your little shots there. And while I'm there, I am going to try to tap into your computer and reinforce you. So you have a d6 that you can use.
Nice.
Matt,
Thank you.
that's your turn then.
Yeah, move and use.
Okay. So, Wildcard, I need you to make a mobility check as this this bot that you have been attacking is going to punch at you.
And I'm just going to dance around him
Mhm.
aggressively.
Okay.
And that is
Float like a butterfly.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is his success. So I'm just like, woohoo, woohoo.
So you see him. He raises this hand, and it's got this like this hydraulic attenuated piston arm that's just kind of trying to get at you, but you keep ducking out of the way, and it doesn't do any damage to you. So, all right. So, and actually, do it again because the other one is right there too. So the other one that is.
And you kind of hear it's like, come out, guys, come out.
So you see
Oh, no.
these bots as they're trying to punch at Wildcard, and he's just kind of like just sidestepping them as they do.
It is the dexterous stinking cloud ninja.
Right.
It's just literally, he's just dodging out of the way, flipping it around, things of that nature.
All right, Gladiator, I need you to make another mobility check for me.
Who said? Who? What?
You, Gladiator.
Me? Oh,
Yes.
I forgot I'm gladiator. Sorry. I apologize. I apologize. You need a mobility. Oh, that's a fail.
All right.
That-
Ooh. Uh-oh. That's a 4,
You
which is
still
on a
have-
D4. That's
Still
7
got
points.
That 1D. No, I got one. I got that 1d6 from freaking Eon Storm. Here we go. If it's not a 6, I'm still screwed. It's a 6.
Then you don't take 7 points of my exploding dice damage. So
Yeah.
good
Oh,
save.
God.
Good save. Good save. All right. We are
Thanks,
back
bud.
up to the top of the order.
Amazing. Amazing.
No, so I'm 2 bands from Gladiator, right?
Yes.
She is still near?
Correct.
No.
I'm
Okay.
near.
No. Yeah, she's near to the
I'm near.
to you.
I still haven't moved.
Yep, she's.
Yeah, but I did.
But you only
yeah.
moved one. You only moved one
Yeah.
forward in that first turn. I don't think anybody's moved more than that.
I've
Have you?
moved 2 bands now. I've moved
Have you?
one
Okay.
my first turn and then one more. So I'm like 1 away from wild card. I
Gotcha.
believe.
Yep.
But that puts me 2 away from Gladiator.
Correct.
Which means I can't give her this at this moment. So I am going to defer and wait till somebody else goes first. And then I will do my turn.
Well, seeing as nobody's near me, I'm going to deactivate barricade mode, and I'm going to actually take a step back. This
Okay.
gladiator keeps getting shot at.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's my 2 actions. So
I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay.
There's still ones near me, right?
No, they're at range, but you have 3 that you could that are within range of view at this point.
Super. That's all I wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to attack that. I want to load explosive rounds, and then I want to attack kind of any one of them. Again, whichever one looks the most hurt.
Okay.
That's a success.
Okay.
And that's 4 points of damage.
All right. You want to tell me what it looks like when you kill this one?
Yes. So as like people start to run away from me, Gladiator thinks for a half a second about running and then just sort of shrugs and just keeps going, just unloading into this one that's probably closest to her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
And it's actually the one closest and the one that had taken the most damage is the one that had been engaged with Wildcard. So Wildcard, you see this one that was just trying to punch you a minute ago. It just kind of crumples to the ground as it's just riddled with rounds.
You hear over the comment, "Thank you."
And I just give you a thumbs up.
All right, so there's 2 left. Now there's one again that is right behind Wildcard at this point, and there's one that's another step away.
If I may,
You
I'm
go
going
first,
to
Walker.
try to take this one.
Mm-hmm.
So my first action is we're not. Oh, I'm not hidden anymore.
Nope.
Oh, that's okay. That's
And
okay.
I'm right there with you now. I'm
Yep,
close to you.
That's
so.
good. So I'm gonna do sword attack, which is a success, but I'm going to do it recklessly because that's the way I roll. So that's just going to be an additional d6. So that's going to be 5 points of damage to the one as the sword kind of comes across to this one. And then I'm going to use my second action to use a consumable and throw my sensor jammer up so that me and Eon Storm become hidden.
Okay. And how much damage did you do to it?
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. And that was with your sword?
Yeah.
So you just kind of slice through this thing, and you're just peeling armor off of this thing. You do connect with something on its hip, and you see like hydraulic fluid go spraying out. It kind of slowly arcs away in the lunar gravity, and it landing like 75 feet away. So, all right.
And then I'm motioning to the I'm hidden, so he can't see me. So never
Right.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still doing it, but
Come here, and you slowly realize, why aren't they doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in my move to close with the bot, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The
bot.
one that Wildcard just attacked, or the other one?
The other one. Let's do
Okay.
the other one.
Okay.
I am going to sling the scattergun back over my shoulder, and I'm pulling out my ion flail as I move to it, and then I will attack it with my ion flail. And I'm
Okay.
hidden, so that means I get advantage on this roll when I
Correct.
attack. Perfect. We need that. Oh, we so needed that. So that's perfect. So I got an 8, which is under my power. So that is a success. And this is a plasma ion flail. So the damage cannot be reduced by armor or shields. So
Okay.
it's going to be straight. 1!
Yes! Heck yes! Crit success! In this game.
Well, 1 damage, so no, really.
Right.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was a 1 on your d20. I suck.
All right. That's everybody, right?
Yeah, and I guess I am now
Okay.
visible as well.
So I'll need Wildcard and Eon Storm to both make mobility rolls for me.
I'm hidden though.
Oh, you are hidden. That's right. Okay.
Yes, unfortunately.
So then, Eon Storm, I'm gonna need you to make 2 because they're both right there. So
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh, that is 2 fails.
Ooh.
I rolled a 15 and a 17. That's
and
not good.
that's a 4 on my D4. So That's
Oh, no.
6 points from the first one, and 1 point, so 7 points total damage. One of them, the one that was fighting with Wildcard, turns and it starts punching at you, and then the other one shoots you with its laser. The one that punched you, though, it does connect. It does a little bit of damage, but you see, like, as it punches you, its arm just starts shooting hydraulic fluid, and this thing just kind of shuts down right as it connects with you. It's almost like the hoses in its arm give way, and it just starts leaking fluid all over the place, and it shuts down and it falls over. So now there's just the one that's at near distance to you, Eon Storm. That is all that's left.
I took some of my armor took some of that hit.
Okay.
Points of it, and so the other 5 went straight to my medic. So you just see her as she gets pummeled by this thing.
Everything in this campaign is happening in slow motion. Not only because we're on the moon, but because it's cool.
All right. So what? Who? Back up to the top of the order here.
Wildcard, do you still have your D6?
I still do have my D6, yes.
Then I will not go first.
I don't have a D6 anymore.
You get too
How
far
close
from me.
are
It's okay. Oh yeah, I forgot.
enemies?
So they are all far from the two of you. They are
Here.
near to Eon Storm and Wildcard, or it is. There's just one left at this point. So
Gladiator, take a free shot.
Yes. Say, don't mind if I do, and I go ahead and I want to take free shot.
okay.
Can I load explosive rounds on my free shot?
Nope.
No. Okay then.
Because
That's
again,
fine.
you're going on
On his
turn.
okay.
Yep.
On his turn.
And if
Got
it's
it.
far, your range is at disadvantage.
If it's far, it's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
sniper
have a
is
decision to make.
advantage, right?
Hmm?
But if you
I thought if it was distant, it was disadvantage. No.
Oh my god, I am so right. You're so right.
I am right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I want to shoot one at far distance, please, because I can. And that's a success.
All right.
Alrighty. And that is a D8 of damage. And I got max damage, Bo. That's an 8.
So go ahead and explode that dice and roll it again.
Oh my god, yes. That's a 3, so 11 total.
So tell me what it looks like when you have now killed every one of these 6 bots now.
Amazing. So obviously time has slowed, not just because it's the moon, but because it's cool. And so as Gladiator is almost just surgically going like nailing these guys. There's one at a farther distance that she's not exactly sure she can get, but really lines up and takes a half a second extra of breath and then just goes and then pulls up, knowing that even though it's far, she nailed her shot.
So as the go ahead.
I was gonna say, just as Wildcard becomes visible running towards this thing, it explodes in front of him. He's like, she got all of them. She got all of them, didn't she?
I say, you're damn right I did. I can hear you on comms.
Way to go there. All right.
So as
Just
the
turn around.
as the last of these bots collapses to the ground, you can feel again these vibrations through the ground, and in the distance. And again, it's probably 200-300 meters from it at this point. This blast door starts to open. You can see a crack of light, and it opens up, and you see 4 more of these labor bots come pouring out, followed by 2 massive versions. It looks like these same bots, but just twice as big, loaded up with looks like larger versions of the welding beams on their shoulders. They move out and take place with the 2 heavy bots in the middle, and then 2 each of the labor bots on either side. And momentarily, your systems start to flicker and kind of shut down for just the briefest moment. And you hear in your comms, "Who are you?"
I'm Gladiator. I'm very confused.
Oh, that's convincing enough. Like that just says it all. That
Are you-
says it all.
Did Eclipse send you?
Yes.
Eclipse send him? Oh.
Yeah, well, you tell them that this is Ash Alford, and they can't have this place. They've done us wrong. They can't they can't have it. It's mine. And you see this as your systems come back online. You see this the name and photo of Ash Alford is one of the technicians that had been stationed here. And you see his personnel file. There's nothing really remarkable. There's it looks like he was in charge of the computer systems and maintenance for the mining operation. This is Lunar Eclipse. They're ripping everybody off, and I'm gonna show the world what they've been up to, and you can't stop me. And as these bots start to march towards you, you see in your HUD another light starts to flash, and it highlights something up in. It's almost like something in orbit. And it's just kind of just slowly coming into view as your HUD starts to flash these warning signals, as you are informed that the Lunar Eclipse mining operation defense platform is now online, and it's highlighting this looks to be a defense satellite as it comes up over the horizon. And that is where we will take our break.
Oh, God. Awesome.
So, yeah, thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. We're going to take a quick break, about 10 minutes or so. So go refill your beverages, take a quick bathroom break, and join us back here for the exciting conclusion of Mechspendables Episode 2. We will be right back. And we're back. So we left our intrepid mech pilots as they were looking up over the horizon as the satellite defense systems came online, and another group of robots have come pouring out of the blast doors. Somebody is in their comms. They don't know, or they know who the person is, but they don't know why he has access to their secure comms. So what do y'all want to do?
So I want to say, get out of my comms. The first thing I do.
You tell him.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. Nope. You can just leave.
I don't want to kill this guy. I love him.
How about this? I just want to know why the Lunar Company, why you say they've screwed the workers.
Well, I mean,
Stop this without any more bloodshed.
they just, I've been here for 19 months and I just don't ever get to stop, and I'm constantly working. I'm constantly doing things. They never pay me anything. I'm just not. Oh, they're just bad. They're just bad.
Does that sound like what we've learned from this company?
You've gotten no information from them other than something happened to their base. They didn't know what, and they want it back. And you start seeing that text pop up again. By any means necessary.
I'm turning off my HUD that keeps popping up messages just so I can talk to this guy without interference. Okay. So, you're saying that they're screwing you out of pay and they're making you work too hard, correct?
Yes. Yep. That's it.
Okay. So, how many people left this place?
Left?
How many left as in aren't here anymore?
Well, they're all here. But they kind of left, I guess. I mean, I killed them all. But they...
My mech eyes get huge. And I look over at Bloodlotus. I'm like, oh my god.
Wildcard turns back at you and gives you this kind of like, huh?
I
Really?
am gonna start digging the explosive rounds out of my storage compartment.
So,
Yeah, and
you're
Storm.
saying that you killed everyone, but the company is treating you bad, correct?
Well, I mean, they wouldn't listen to me. They just wanted to keep working, and nobody would listen, and it was just so bad. And I couldn't get him to listen to me, so I made him listen.
Can the comms pick up what we say to ourselves? Like if we just mumble it out loud? Or do we have to press a button?
So yeah, you'd have them set up so that it's, if you're saying it to yourself, then yeah, it would not go through. So.
Okay. I don't say it out loud then, I just say it to myself. Oh, Odin, help us. Okay. So,
I was gonna say, do you have a spell with a vocal component? I got it.
So you see again, your HUD starts to flash that the targeting system has locked on two of you. Let's see here.
Oh.
Let's do it this way. So, Wildcard and Gladiator, you both see that this targeting system has locked onto you from the satellite.
At this point, Wildcard looks back and goes, "It's
Blood
not,"
Lotus?
and
Blood
runs
Lotus.
full speed towards them.
Okay.
Fudge. Nope. I just get out my frickin' submachine gun and I'm like, I don't know if I should move.
All right.
It's locked onto me.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
okay.
You have the two large bots. Everything is at far distance from you right now, but again, you have the two large bots in the middle, and you have there's 2 on either side. There's 4 of the bots that you went through last time. These ones, you notice the bots, they look to be a little bit rougher shape than what you just dealt with.
And when we do initiative, Dwight, remind me, it's mobility.
Mobility or systems, whichever you would
Or
prefer
system.
to roll. Yep.
Got it. Well.
Mobility and success.
Ooh. Oh, dang it. You said if it's a tie, it's a fail, right?
That is correct, yes.
Dang, it's a fail.
Okay. So, Gladiator failed. Anybody else? All right. So, it is... go ahead. The 3 of you that pass, you can choose what to do first. And again, all 6 of these bad guys are at far distance from you.
Are we all close to each other again or no?
I'll let you decide how you approached. But yes, I would say that you were able to regroup before. Unless you think you would have spread out for some reason.
No, but yeah, at this point, Wildcard just beelines it towards them, full speed. So movement action brings from far to
Near.
near.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then the next one would be close, correct?
Correct. Yep.
And then what's the engaged is the next one, or
No, close is basically is engaged. So
But you'd have to roll.
you have to roll a reactor die
Well, actually, I would have to roll. You're right.
because it's near, right? Anybody
'Cause I could
near?
be close or near to me.
Yep. So
yes.
he would be near when he instituted his
When he
second
needs it,
move.
yeah.
So yep.
and I would like to do that.
Okay.
Good to go.
And are you running at one of the big ones or one of the small
I'm
ones?
running
No.
Straight
at
ahead?
straight at the
Okay.
big one, because I'm assuming the 2 big ones are kind of right next to each other.
Correct. Yep.
And I've got the sword out, and I'm just like doing this, going, bring it on, bring
Yep.
it on, bring it
Okay.
on. I'm making primary target.
Wild card's gonna die today.
It's a good day to die.
So use action. I'm going to reinforce Gladiator because
Thank you.
he's been pretty awesome with the firepower. We gotta keep that going. And then I'm going to use a move action to become near. So I am
Okay.
close to everybody at this point, or near to everybody.
So it's just me and Gladiator that are far from the bad guys, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna activate barricade mode because I don't trust that satellite.
Okay.
I wouldn't either.
And I'm gonna actually pull out my gun for once, which I don't use often.
Okay.
And I'm targeting one of. Actually, how far away is the satellite? Is that in range?
Oh no, it is not in range. No.
Okay.
No, it is in
I'm
orbit. So
the big guy
okay.
on the left.
And Ian Storm, where did you move to again?
Me, I went towards like I'm following Wildcard. So
Okay.
I'm right now like between Gladiator, Blood Lotus, and Wildcard.
Okay.
For distance, so
Gotcha. Okay.
And Wildcard's trying to grab their attention and just he wants to be the target.
Gotcha. Okay. And then Gladiator, you failed, and you have one more action, Blood Lotus.
Mhm.
Okay.
Targeting the guy on the left,
Okay.
the big one.
So is that just targeting an action, or are you actually attacking
Attack.
him? Okay.
I'm attacking him.
Good.
And I rolled a 1.
All right. That'll do it. That is a critical hit. So I want you can roll your damage die twice.
Okay. So the first one's a 6
Okay.
out of 6.
Then explode that one. Yep.
Explode it. Explode
Okay.
it.
So another 6
Again.
and a 3.
Okay.
Wow.
Tell me what it looks like when this one dies.
I pull out this chain gun from my shoulder blades. I just aim center mass like you would when you're fighting an actual human and just light the thing up.
Okay.
Just
You-
light it up.
You see that it does it does appear to the armor stops the first few rounds, but once the rounds start to sink in, it kind of shreds, and it's almost like it's a little bit too easy for you, like it wasn't constructed as well or it had some sort of problems, but it does. It just kind of falls apart. Its eyes stop glowing and it falls over.
Amazing.
Okay. So I need each of you to roll your mobility die, as the labor bots are going to take aim with their welding beams.
Is it me too, or just them?
Yes, all 4 of you. Yep.
All of us.
And Gladiator, you're in cover, so that's advantage.
Oh, I get advantage. Thank God.
Well,
it didn't help.
But you said we're rolling mobility against
An attack.
An attack. Yep.
oh yay.
I can use a 1d6 to subtract this, right?
Yes, because I reinforced you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Dwight,
Yes.
God.
because I have advantage because of cover, but I have disadvantage, so it'd be a straight roll.
Straight
right?
roll. Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Did anybody fail their?
I succeeded
roll.
thanks to
All
the
right,
storm.
so-
Thanks, bud.
Oh no, that's a 4. So I'm gonna explode that. That's another 4. Gonna
Whatever.
explode that. That is so that is 10 points of damage. But I think you ablate a good bit of that, right?
My armor absorbs half of it.
Okay.
And that, oh wait, my armor absorbs all of it because I take half damage. It's
Right.
a barricade.
Yep.
No armor.
So you
Whatever.
see, so your barricade takes all of that, right? Or
Well,
oh no, so your barricade, you see, it's just the lasers, just 2 of them just bounce completely off. They just kind of dissipate. The other 2 get through, and they just shred through what's left of your armor at this point. So
Yeah,
Oh no.
that's fine.
okay,
I'm at 0, but still full health.
right. And Wildcard, I need you to make a mobility save against the fists of the pneumatic fists of this heavy construction bot.
How many? Just one?
Just one, because one of them's dead. So
Okay. Yep. Nope. I made my mobiles.
okay, so again, you're able to just dodge out of the way, but it is now close to you, and it is engaged with you at this point. And I said, what was it, Eon Storm and Gladiator were targeted? Or no, it was Blood
Yeah.
Lotus and Gladiator were targeted by the
I was
satellite.
targeted.
No, Wildcard was targeted by the.
Wildcard and Gladiator,
Gladiator.
right?
Gladiator.
Okay. So I need you, again, to make a mobility save, or a mobility
With
roll.
advantage.
Right.
But
So-
later.
I failed.
With advantage? You're
Oh,
still
I get to
barricade.
roll advantage. Oh, okay. I
Barricade.
still failed. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mobility is not very good.
It's okay.
Thanks.
All right.
though.
So Wildcard, how did you do?
I succeeded.
Succeeded?
In my mobility. Too bad it's not successful because hopefully, yeah. I just had this vision of just running while this laser comes down and
It's
the other ones.
It's actually a volley of missiles that come off of this. They come just landing in, and the ones they land around you. One of them actually does slam into the back of Gladiator, and it does 3 points of damage.
No, it doesn't. I take damage.
Okay.
My hand goes out above you to stop it.
As you snatch, I imagine like a Xena arrow snatch right now, and as that happens, I'm like, I am just like spellbound. You guys are like really good at what you do.
All right, Gladiator, it is your turn.
Sweet. I want to shoot one that's close enough to me. Is there one close enough to me? I think.
No, you are still. I mean, you're to shoot.
Am I
Yes.
distant?
No,
thought it
you're
was
you're
moving
far.
forward.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Right.
So there
Okay.
again, there are 4 of the bots and 1 of the heavy bots.
Okay. I guess I want to try to take out the little boys.
Okay.
And I want to load up with explosive rounds. And I'm going to roll an attack with advantage because I'm a sniper. Thank God, because that was really bad. And that one was a success. Awesome. And because I got the explosive rounds, I get a free d6. That's 7 points of damage on one of the little guys.
Okay. And you see that the rounds, the first couple rounds, again, just kind of skip off of its armor plating. But the other ones sink in, and one of them, again, it sinks in into its hip, and it just explodes the center section of this bot as it just breaks in half at the waist area and falls over dead.
Awesome.
Okay, so. Yeah, there's 3 of those left, as well as one of the large ones. And yeah, back to the top now.
You said that there's 3 little and 1 large, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And they're at far distance from me?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to hit my one fist into my chest where the lotus symbol is.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice these 4 rocket pods pop out. I'm going to launch rockets at them.
Okay.
I'm using my one-time use.
At the large one, right?
No, at all 4 of them.
Oh, all 4 of them. Okay. All right.
So roll a d4 for each of them.
Okay.
Oh, wait, roll power first.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a success.
All right. So roll that d4.
Okay, so let's start with the big guy.
Okay.
He's going to take 4 damage and 4 damage. Oh my god.
Yes.
And 2.
Lucky duck.
So 10 damage.
So 10 damage.
him.
Okay. All right.
The first little guy is going to take 3 damage.
Okay.
The second little guy is going to take 4 and then a 1, so 5. And then the last little guy is going to take 3.
And what did the first one take again?
10. The big guy? Or
No.
the small guy?
The first small guy. Yep.
3.
3. Okay. So the first and third of the small guys, these rockets just hit and knock them back a couple of steps. But the middle one just completely disintegrates as the rocket just hits right in its midsection.
Is the
Okay.
big guy still alive?
The big guy is still up. Yep.
Okay. I'm shooting it.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to use the shield
Okay.
and grant it to myself this time.
Okay.
Because I can absorb damage.
Nice.
Okay. Who else?
Go ahead, wildcard.
Okay. Since I'm near, I'm going to use my movement action to get into close range of because there's one big guy left, correct?
Mhm.
And
Correct.
then is there any small guys in close range as well?
Nothing that's close. No, they would all be near range to you. 1 to your left and 2 to your right.
Okay, so if I moved up to the big guy,
Mm-hmm.
no one would be close to me. Just
Correct.
The big guy. Okay, I'm still going to do it. So I'm going to run up to this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then at this point, I'm sliding right in front of him, and I turn over back and cheeky go, "It's time!" Boom, and and static.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to remember. So I have a mobility test, succeeded on. I'm not hidden, but I am going to do this if I successful. So I'm going to do it recklessly. So that's going to be 5 points of static damage,
Okay.
and I have to roll my reactor for that. But I'm still? I'm far enough away that I have to roll it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you moved. You
Yep.
were 1 band from me, so now you're 2. So yeah, it's
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then what rolls if I roll a d6? What are the rolls if things happen?
1 or
bad?
2. It's always a 1 or 2 on your reactor die.
The moon is not going well because I got a 2.
All right.
But wait a minute. Oh, I can only use the d6 on an attack.
Yep.
Can't I? Dang it.
So now you'd be a D4 for any additional reactor die rolls. So
Okay. So I am not going to arc this.
okay.
I don't feel confident enough to arc this since now I'm at a d4.
You don't need to arc this because just that 5 points of damage You see this thing, it just like freezes up as the electricity grabs a hold of it. It kind of seizes up and just slowly, and as it falls over.
With a cloud of moon dust.
You hear in your comms this voice again. No, 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 no. As you hear the blast door start to open again.
It isn't silent, and it is deadly.
Amazing. The blast doors start to open. I guess what I want to do, are we kind of, like, it's not really a thing. Are we out of initiative?
No, there's still
We're still in it.
three
Oh,
of
never mind.
these. I'm sorry, two of these.
I thought we got the little
Nope.
guys. My bad. Nope, it's quick.
2 little guys left.
So the little guys, so I haven't gone yet. The little guys are near to me at this moment, so I could move and become close.
Yes,
Is that right?
correct.
Yes, I will move and become close, and that puts me in near to wild card. So as long as he doesn't move away again, I'll be able to shunt some of that power from you. So I'm going to move close, and then I'm going to attack with my plasma ion flail, one of the smaller bots. that are
Okay.
left. Oh, I rolled a 4. Yay.
Nice.
So that is a success. And so it does 5 points of plasma damage. So
Yes.
goes straight through the armor and shields.
Woo.
Okay, and this was one of the, all right, so this one, it just disintegrates under the arc of your flail. Is it? You just like cut right through it, and it just completely falls apart. So.
And I'm going to, and just in case Gladiator and Blood Lotus can't see, more incoming. Bus. Doors are opening again.
So you see again the blast doors open, and this massive mech comes walking out, and you see in the cockpit, it's brightly lit. You see this tiny little man sitting in this cockpit, and it looks like he's got computer screens lit up all over his face. And it's got these big like Coke bottle glasses. As he just as this gigantic mech comes kind of stumbling out of the doors, but you notice it's got these massive cannons mounted to its back. And again, you feel Blood Lotus and Eon Storm, you both hear as your HUDs signify that satellite has locked onto your systems as well.
God, no.
Fine.
And so this construction, or I'm sorry, this mech is at this point it is far from Wildcard and Eon Storm, and it would be distant from Gladiator and Blood Lotus. So
Gotcha. Is it my turn? Are they done with their turn? Have they-
I'm sorry, no, it does actually it does get to go here. So it is going to I need Wildcard and Eon Storm to roll a mobility check for me, please.
Success.
Okay, so these cannons are the cannons on its shoulders kind of part, and this compartment comes up off of its back, and it just kind of like those it looks kind of like the rockets from the dropship in Aliens. Just kind of like comes up over this thing's shoulders, and these rocket bombardment comes flying out. But it just kind of it's almost like the person in the cockpit not quite sure, and they just kind of go off flying off into nowhere. But I also will need Eon Storm and Blood Lotus to make a mobility save against the satellite.
Okay. That's a fail.
I got a success on that one again.
Okay. So that is going to be 4 points of damage from the. This time it is a laser shot, and it comes down and like sinks into your back.
Okay. Well, I have my shield up and I'm barricaded, so let's
Okay.
see if I get any damage from it. Yeah, no, it doesn't do anything to me.
Okay.
Nice.
I rolled a 4.
All right, Gladiator, you are
Sweet.
up.
Okay, so as my first attack, because I'm not moving, is this big mech? Is he far, near, distant?
He's distant from you right now.
Dang it. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do then is
disadvantage.
I'm gonna go ahead and move one close to him.
Okay.
And then as my one and only attack, I wanna be like, okay, two can play at that game, guy, and I wanna use missile barrage. And
Okay.
yeah, so I test power. I succeed, and I get 4d4 of damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 2, 4, 7, 11 points of damage on the big dude.
All right. So these missiles just they just slam into him. The first one you see kind of just deflects off. It doesn't look like it sinks, but the other ones, you can see pieces flying off. The armor's denting in places. Yeah. All right.
Oh, and I got to roll a reactor die.
Okay.
Hey, are you close to me, Ian Storm, or not?
No, you too far.
Oh no, it's okay. Here we go. So what am I hoping for here on the reactor die? This is the first
You
one.
don't want a 1 or a 2.
Well, unfortunately, that is a 1. So.
Okay.
You just downgrade one.
What does that mean?
So what's your reactor die right now?
My reactor die is an 8. D8.
So now it becomes a D6.
Right.
Okay.
All right, and Blood Lotus and Gladiator, you as the satellite continues to pass over the horizon, your HUD lights up again as you are targeted. Okay, we're back up to the top.
Since Ian Storm, you're right next to me, correct?
I'm one band away from you, yeah. So
you
near.
would be able to do my reactor rolls.
As long as you don't move, yeah.
At this point, I cloak,
Oh, okay.
which I need a
And-
reactor roll for.
Okay. I rolled a 2, but you know what? I am too old for this shit. I only downgrade on a 1.
Amazing.
So good.
Well, suddenly I'm about to cloak. I'm about to cloak, and then it's like it's fading, and I'm like, dang it! And then I'm like, all right. And then I'm going to beeline it for the big guy. So my movement action towards him.
Okay. And you are. So that would bring you just one movement action. So that would bring you to near to him at this point. So.
And I can't attack because I've already done 2 actions. So.
Yep. Okay.
So that's it. So next round I'm gonna hopefully do something.
So there's still 2 smaller robots.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
No. There's
No,
one.
we're all done?
Only one. Correct. Yep.
Just one. Okay. I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
11, which is my power, so I miss.
Okay.
I am going to. I can do the same action, but I just roll my reactor die, right?
Correct. Yep.
So I'm going to try attack again. That is a hit, and my reactor die is a 10, so that's good. So I'm going to do 3 points of damage that goes through armor.
Okay.
Plasma
And this was to the small one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it just, again, it disintegrates under your attack. So.
Okay. And I've used 2 attacks, so I can't go anywhere. But at least we just have the big mech left. Okay.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
You said it was just me and Gladiator that were targeted this time, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to unbarricade because she moved away from the barricade.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll walk forward, so I'm right next to her again.
Hooray!
Okay. Is that your entire turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I need all of you to roll a systems check for me.
Oh.
Ooh, success.
I got a crit success, if it matters.
Oh, wow.
I just succeeded.
Okay.
You super didn't get hit.
So all of you that are
Failed.
failed. Okay, so the 3 of you that succeed, you see something pop up on your screen, and it looks to be an indicator of a system's access for the satellite controls. You think that you might be able to access that through your systems. Okay. So, and that's all 3 of you at this turn, correct? All right. So it is going to, again, it's going to. You see the compartments, the missile compartments on its back go back down, and these lasers come back up onto its shoulders. And I need Wildcard to make a save, a mobility save for me.
Oh no.
I'm
Wild card.
hidden.
Oh, you're hidden? Okay. Then it will be Eon Storm. So,
Sorry.
That's okay. That's why I'm here. A mobility, you say?
yes.
I rolled a 10, so that passes.
Okay. So you see this massive light. I mean, you can see this, the energy is just massive on this thing. And it charges for just a moment before shooting off, and it just goes over your head and explodes, and it just disintegrates this rock face behind you. And then it's going to shoot its the lasers come back down and those missiles come back up, and it is going to shoot missiles at Gladiator and Blood Lotus. So I need mobility saves from both of you.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a success.
Okay.
That's a success.
Hey.
All right. So again,
Ooh, satellite.
the lasers just come.
Network error.
Oh, you all right?
Mhm.
Okay. So the lasers just come flying down. They kind of land on either side of you, but they don't. They don't connect. So. All right, and yeah, that is back to Gladiator's turn.
Okay. The big boy is still up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's all that's
yeah.
left other than the satellite. So yeah.
And he is still within range.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So I am gonna with my first attack, I am gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Here I go. Dang it. That's a fail. I'm gonna risk it because hey, I'm a team player,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try to. Oh wait, but I get. Never mind, I didn't move, so I get advantage, and that's a success. Heck yes. Explosive rounds, of course. So, 8 points of damage,
All right.
and I'm done.
And again, you see these rounds. The first few kind of explode off of the outer shell, but some of them do appear to sink in.
Nice.
All right.
I'm tempted by that whole control satellite thing, but I know it's not really my bag. And then I leave it to the more senior members of our party.
Please go.
And
Well,
let's
thank you.
see.
The last
No,
round.
after you.
Yep.
No.
So it's going to be Wild Card and Gladiator. You are both targeted by the satellite for this next turn.
Dang it.
So maybe I'll go.
Yep.
I can no longer see Wildcard. I kind of know where he is, and maybe there's like a little ghost image on my HUD or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I know he's gone towards the big guy. I'm gonna go one range band closer, so I'm within near range of Wildcard, so I can
Mm-hmm.
manipulate his reactor. But I am taking this turn. I hope to be able to access their system. I
Mhm.
could use action to try and hack the satellite.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's system.
Yep.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
All right. So you see the interface. It brings up the satellite interface. It asks you basically for password. You're able to use your system to hack the password and get access to it. But then you get a two-factor authentication message that pops up on your screen. So you know you're making progress.
Do you want a text message
But-
or an email or both? Is this a private device?
I want you to phone my landline.
Right. All right.
Blood
So-
Lotus, please.
Well, obviously, I'm going to go into barricade mode.
Okay.
Like a diglet.
Pretty much. And then I'm going to give myself a shield so that if I have to take damage, it won't hurt.
Okay. And wild card.
So invisible, I move up and do the standard. I'm gonna attack it from an ambush, slice
Okay.
with the sword.
Okay.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah. So we're gonna hopefully decapitation. Oh, I'm going to be rolling my 1d6 dice that I have left over
Uh-huh.
because I failed the first time.
Come on,
Mhm.
come on, baby. Was it
Yes.
enough? Yes!
I rolled a 16. I rolled a 3,
Uh-huh.
and my power is 14.
There we go. Yep.
Oh, math for
Very
the
nice.
win. Hashtag math, baby.
This is ambushed. This is a sword strike, and I'm going to do it recklessly. So we're looking at that is 8 points of damage
Okay.
as I do the slice past him and move.
Okay. And let's see here. This one, this is a sword, right? You're able to find the joints between the armor plating and you're able to sink that sword in a couple different spots, and you feel it's really connecting on it there. So
Wait! I made a mistake. I rolled D4s. I'm supposed to be rolling a D6.
okay.
My mistake.
So roll those
I
again.
apologize. I roll
Yep.
this again.
Do it. Kill him.
That is 10 points of damage.
All right. Same thing. It just does more damage than you first thought. So
Okay.
Same flavor. but
all
not-
right. So okay. So now that you're not hidden though, this mech is going to reach out for you and try to grab you with one of its hands. So roll mobility for me.
Bring it on.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it on. No, he can't touch me.
Okay. So again, you're able to just
touch-
sidestep out of the way. And let's see. What did I say? I said, and then I need wild card and gladiator to make another.
It was Gladiator and Eon, wasn't it?
Was it gladiator and Eon? I thought it was gladiator and
No.
wild card.
Wild
It
card.
was-
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
gladiator
it's
and wild
freaking
card.
Gladiator, 'cause I
Right?
feel like this is random. But whatever.
I'm rolling d4s. So
Sure you are. That's fine.
The success.
okay.
I failed.
All right. What did I do? That was this. Okay.
Can I use frickin' defensive shielding or reflective shielding against something?
It's not in range, so no.
Oh.
And I'm absorbing the damage anyways. So
Yep. 6 points.
okay, that gets halved because of barricade,
Uh-huh.
and I have a shield up, so yeah, I take no damage.
Do I get
Okay.
the benefit of a shield too? Because you're close or not?
The shield is only if I apply it to you,
Just for you. Okay, never mind.
but I'm taking the damage for you. So
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
So we are back to Gladiator.
Oh, sweet. Well, that's just phenomenal. I am going to continue to pummel the big dude. And I am going to use explosive rounds. Load explosive rounds, chick, and then I'm going to try to hit him. Here I go. That's a fail, but I get advantage because I didn't move. And that's also a fail. Son of a-
Okay. So I think like is it a plasma rifle?
yeah,
But you're-
it's a light machine gun.
Okay, so your machine gun, it just jams while you're trying to shoot, and you have to take a second to get it working again. All right, and let's see. Let's roll this D4. That's going to be Blood Lotus and Eon Storm are targeted by the satellite.
how close is Eon to me?
I'm like,
I think far at this point. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. And offer my shield to you.
I'm going to continue hacking.
Okay.
Do an action to
Go
hack.
ahead. Yep. Systems.
I rolled a 1!
All right. So you
Yes.
see your HUD flashes green, and you now have control
Success.
of the full control of this. You see, like, there's two buttons, or there's two selectors. One is just a shutdown, and one is weapon systems. The weapon systems it's grayed out at first, but you're able to just manipulate things enough, and you're able to get that to pop back up, and now you have full control of the system.
Use it.
I would like to move it so that's target lock on the mech.
Okay.
The other mech, the back
Yep.
mech.
Go ahead and roll. Are you going to shoot it, or are you going to? Actually, no. You. Let me take a minute here. So I'll tell you what you have available to you. So you have the lasers available to you. It has you see that it has a laser system that is readily available, but it also has the bombardment, which is the missile bombardment that has a recharge on it. Have to roll a 5 or a 6 on a d6 for that to recharge.
Lasers.
So
Lasers. Let's.
okay, so roll your power for the lasers.
Laser.
Oh, I rolled a 5. Yay.
That is a
Oh my.
d12 damage.
Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Guys,
Karen's rolling like gangbusters tonight, and I'm gonna say it.
you shouldn't have said that because I rolled a 1.
So you see this laser comes down, but it's like it's kind of weak looking. It like it wasn't fully charged when it just kind of like glances off the plating
It's
of
like
the
I got too
mech.
excited with the actual being able to target it that I didn't hold the button long enough.
I
Let the
imagine.
full charge go down.
I
So
imagine wild cards moving around, and the dude's trying to hit him. He just moved right out of the way as the laser went where he was.
here's what
You know,
I'm actually going to retcon this a little bit since I wasn't quite figuring you to be able to get all of this rolls by this point. I will that you basically have control of the satellite for one action per turn, and you get your full complement of 2. So you basically take over its turn in the initiative order. Now that you have control of it. I wasn't expecting you to get 3 successes in 2 rolls, so.
I know, right? I wasn't
freaking
either.
phenomenal.
Um,
Nice. That's smart. That's awesome.
So does that mean I can still move?
So you can
down
still
closer?
take your whatever your second action is for your
Yeah,
your
I'll
turn.
move closer so that I'm back within range to wild card to help them out.
Okay.
That should put me within near to the big mech.
Yep.
And close to wild card. No,
Yep.
near or whatever.
Okay. And so is that everybody's turn? Did you go wild card on that one?
I
Or-
haven't. No, I have not.
Blood
attacked
Lotus has to
regularly.
go too, right? Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Lotus, go ahead.
I'm going to turn to Gladiator, who's now leaving. Okay, first I'm going to shoot him then, and then I'll hurt him.
Okay. So go ahead and check power.
Yep, that's a success.
Okay.
6 for damage. That's 7.
Okay.
Heavy weapon. And at the start of his turn, he takes a D4 of damage because I have corrosive.
So
chain
it's
gun.
7 points and then a D4 at the start of his next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Gladiator gets a free attack whenever she gets back.
Okay. And then wild card. We'll go on to you.
She's back. Gladiator gets to shoot again.
Well, I get to shoot. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
God, I knew it. I had 2 turns in front of me. I thought that was the perfect time to pee.
Oh.
I apologize. Okay, sick. I'm gonna try to attack him. Here I go. That's a success. And 1d8 is 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Wild card.
Yeah, I'm just attacking with the sword. I miss this time, and I don't have anything left dice wise. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to recklessly dodge out of the way and trying to hit him with the sword. And
Okay.
this time he blocked it. So yeah,
And he's gonna once again try and slam you. So
that's fine.
go ahead.
Cloak.
Oh yeah. Do you have another?
Cloak.
Oh, I do have another action. I can cloak.
Okay.
Hunter's mark. Hunter's mark. Cloak. Cloak.
Somebody
I can
just like,
still see you, wild card.
oh, wait a minute. At the moment, I hit the cloak button, and I need a reactor roll.
Yeah, I got a 9 on the reactor roll, so we're good.
So then I go.
All right. So it starts to reach like it's gonna grab at you, but you disappear in it, and he's not able to find you. He is gonna turn though and unleash another bombardment at Eon Storm and
He takes damage. It's the start of his turn.
oh, that's right, he does. So it's at D4, right? So go ahead and roll that for me.
4.
All right. So I do need the other 3 of you. So Gladiator, Blood Lotus, and Eon to all roll mobility for me.
Gladiator with advantage.
Yep.
Okay. Thank God, dude. That one helped me that time. Thank you. That's a success.
I rolled a 13, which is my number, so I fail.
Okay.
What happens if I roll a 20?
That's crit fail.
That's a crit
Die.
fail. So yeah.
That's bad.
So that would be. Did you do that?
Yeah.
All right. So that's Eon Storm. You take 6 points of damage. One.
Is this this is a ranged attack, right?
Correct. Yep.
So as I take the damage, my reflective shielding flares up, and I'm going to shunt some of that damage right back at it.
Nice. Reflective shielding, such a good joke.
6 on a D6. Do I get to explode that? Ha ha.
Only on damage, unfortunately.
So
But
it's-
I'm sorry.
So
And-
it takes 6 So I take 6 damage, but it also takes 6
It
damage.
takes 6 damage. Okay.
Yeah, and
You gotta roll your reactor on that.
I do.
How
And
much damage do I take? by the way?
13 points to
Okay.
so
That's only 7. Because
7 halved. Yep.
so
What?
my shield flickers out. It no longer has armor points, but my armor is still growing slightly, and my reactor die is a 9. So
Okay. And you see the missile compartment goes back, the lasers come back up onto its shoulders, and they start to charge, but they kind of flicker, like you can't quite get them to charge fully. And Gladiator, it's your turn.
Sweet. Okay, I wanna just load up my explosive rounds and try to hit him.
Okay.
Here I go. I am gonna need advantage on that one, and that. Oh, I got a crit success if that matters.
All right. And what was that?
Heck yeah.
That was for your attack.
My attack.
So you're gonna roll your damage twice for me, and
Oh,
explode
sick.
if necessary.
Because I had explosive rounds, I get an additional D6. Would you like that doubled as well, or not?
No, just your straight damage die
Just
would be
the straight
doubled.
Damage,
Yep.
one doubled.
Mm-hmm.
So that's max damage and 3. So that's gonna, so that's gonna be an 11 plus 6, which is 17.
And roll it one more time because you exploded that first die with max damage. So
God. an additional 4. So what did I say?
Tell me what it
17?
looks like when you end yet another bad guy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well. So what I do, so I notice his missiles sort of like kind of like being weak, and I'm like, well, there we go. And I again kind of line up pretty surgically and just go and hit him in both of his like missile compartments.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's far enough away that like almost as the bullets are in the air, I already kind of am like loading my gun back onto my back and already sketching ha ha into my forearm.
So as this mech explodes, Ian Storm, you're able to notice like your systems kind of flicker as whatever. It's pretty obvious to you that he had hacked control of all of the computer systems, and that's why he had control of these bots, the satellite, everything. As soon as this explodes, there's some flickering in the system, and you actually watch as Lunar Eclipse Mining Corporation just immediately is there to take over control of their systems again. You lose control of the satellite, and the blast doors close again on the building, and it's kind of odd to you how quickly your drop ship is there. I mean, it's within seconds, it seems like, of this a mech exploding. Your drop ship is there, and there's 2 other ships with the Lunar Eclipse markings that land between you and the blast doors, and they have a crew that disembarks immediately. And you hear in your comms, "Good job, team. Let's get back on board and dust off."
I love whoever our commander is.
And you board the ship and take off. There's not a word beyond a thank you acknowledgement on your HUD from the mining corporation. You do notice within minutes of dust off, you all get notifications from your intergalactic offshore accounts as your deposits are made according to your contract, and you're able to just you stow your mechs in the cargo bay, and you retire to crew quarters for the short ride home. And that is where we will end our story for this evening.
Well done.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you once again to these incredible players. It's so much fun to have good people to tell stories with. I really, really, really love this game particularly because it's so fluid and open to interpretation, so you really get a chance to. It fits my DM style very well because I don't like to write a lot. I like to just have bullet points and just kind of let the group make things up as we go. So I think this game is perfect for that. Plus, it's mechs, so who doesn't love mechs? So a couple things we're going to do. I want to let everybody say their spiel before we go. I am going to drop in the chat here for anybody that's watching. Matt Click, again, is the main writer and creator for Mecha Hack. And he is actually running a game over on his YouTube channel right now.
Wow.
So I am going to throw his link in the chat here. Go check that out. Check out their Kickstarter this week. And I'm going to let everybody say their goodbyes. We're actually going to raid over at Alan's CFT RPG channel where they're playing Curse of Strahd tonight. So we're just, if you could hang in the chat for a few minutes, there's a few of you out there still. But yeah, let's go over to Carrie and we'll sign off here. So.
Sure thing. Guys, thank you so much for having me, Dwight. This was awesome. I really, really appreciate it. Be sure to tune in. Again, Dice Tales Live is one of my other channels. We are actually playing on the 28th of November. So if you're feeling like a good time that night, we play Pathfinder. It's always a good time. And I'm going to be playing Call of Cthulhu with Karen and Dwight and Jake and Em and all that crew. On the, I believe we're scheduled for the 9th of December.
The 9th, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so be sure to join us over there on that night as well. And thanks again, Dwight. This was awesome.
Yeah, great time. Mason, thanks again for the two of you. This is Mason's first time playing with me, and it's been a blast. Thanks for coming tonight.
It was a good game.
Okay. Is that all you got for us?
Yep.
All right.
I'm Mason.
Welcome,
and
Mason.
That's my time.
Hey.
All right.
God bless Mason. Attaboy.
So, yeah, Karen.
Keep it short and sweet too.
Right.
This was an awesome, lot of fun. Loved it. All I can say is the cha-ching in my bank account is all the thanks I need.
Right.
Just saying.
That bank. And I'll pay my mama's bill.
Right. Thank you so much for running this. I had a blast tonight. I love Mecha Hack. I love playing under you as when you're a GM. So thank you so much. It was great fun, and I will see you soon.
And Jay.
Hello, everyone. It's Jay again. NeoFed3. I thank you, everyone. This was great playing. Dwight, you have gotten me to love this game. Absolutely. I can try to play as much. Please support the Kickstarter. I think this is just an awesome. I love mechs, and when I got introduced to this last time, I was like, I'm sold. I'm anytime, everywhere, which happens to be next week. I am actually going to be playing with Matt.
Awesome.
On next Friday. So I don't know which one I'm going to play yet, but we'll see about that. Again, thank you everyone for playing. This was awesome. I appreciate it. I will see you guys later. Scryer Vision is Wednesday nights on Scryer Vision Twitch. So please join us.
All right. And I'm Dwight, Big Bearded Nerd. Make sure you follow, subscribe here. And thank you so much for everybody playing tonight and watching along. Hang in the chat here. We're going to raid over to Mini Train Domain where Alan at CFT RPG is playing Curse of Strahd. So I'll get that raid started.
Yeah, son.
Cool.
All right. That raid is going here shortly. And 2, 1. There it goes. All right. Yeah, well, I gotta. There's so many buttons to push. There it goes. All right, we're gonna kick this over to break. Thanks again, everybody.